Yeah, I just want to start this morning off, and hopefully everybody doing all right. I want to touch on something briefly, and I just want to know, out of everything that they talking about that's going on, like the drones, the UPAs, the fires, the snowstorms, I just want to know why they not talking about them Atlantic slave trades. Why is no one talking about the Atlantic slave trades that lasted from 1525 to 1866? How come ain't nobody talking about them 46,200 slave farms that they had all over this soil? 46,200 slave farms. So that means if I was to take off running or try to escape, and I so happen to get away, or I so happen to thought that I was getting away with 46,200 slave farms, I wouldn't be doing nothing but running to another slave farm. So it wasn't nowhere to go at the same time. Everywhere you ran, you was running to a slave farm. So what you think happened when they took your ass back to your original slave farm? I just want to share with people that the shit that y'all don't see don't mean that it don't exist. See, a lot of shit, because people don't see it, they don't think that it exists, or it doesn't goes on, or it's not real, or it's something that's been made up over the years. However, people need to do their research. They need to understand that academic curriculum, ain't that what they used to call it when we was young? Academic curriculum. See, they only teach what they want you to know. They teach you about their history. They teach you about their culture. They teach you about British. They teach you about the Cold War. But none of them teach nothing about the Atlantic slave trades. Why? Why don't they talk about them Atlantic slave trades? Why? And when you go back in your history, when you go back, these things that they didn't teach, they didn't want you to know. They told the teachers, hey, don't, this is what we want y'all to teach today. Or we going to give y'all a outline or a blueprint ahead of time so y'all know what to teach these and manipulate these children. Because that's all they did to us. They didn't teach us about our culture. They didn't teach us about our ancestors, because they didn't want us to know about the Atlantic slave trades that their ancestors put them in a position to be in where they're at now. The colleges. You don't see no Hebrew, Israelite, Africans. You don't see them at Yale. You don't see them at these big colleges, because they already got, they select a few before they even come out the womb. Like I always used to wonder when I was young too, like, damn, these motherfuckers got boats, cars, big ass houses, because shit is made for them. So people need to understand. That's why he tell us, don't get conformed to the world. It's easy to say that too. It's easy to say it, but is it easy not to do it? I'm just saying, man, people better wake up. The only country that did not participate in them Atlantic slave trades was Russia. The only country that did not, let me repeat, participate in the Atlantic slave trades was Russia. Only country. Everybody else, it's blood everywhere on this soil. It's blood everywhere. Screaming out. They had no remorse for the little ones, and they showed no remorse for the elders. Like, that's heartless. And you motherfuckers keep going down there putting y'all's pen in y'all's hand, signing y'all's name on a ballot for these motherfuckers. When y'all gonna stop? They don't run shit. Everybody thinking they running shit, man. Everybody thinking that what's going on, they causing it. They ain't causing shit. Time is near. He's telling us to repent. He's talking to us to get away from these mugs, man. To stop doing what the fuck they done taught us to do. He talking to us. Just ain't nobody listening. Still. Hey, I ain't perfect either. I got a brew, a cigarette, and about to roll up some of this sticky. Guess what though? I bet you I ain't bothering nobody. I bet you I ain't taking nothing from nobody. I bet you I ain't trying to kill nobody. I ain't trying to make nobody feel indifferent. You dumbasses. Yep, I've been there before. I was a dumbass too. I'm just a little bit smarter than what I was. I'm still a dumbass. I'm just not as dumb as I was. I just want to know, why is no one talking about the Atlantic slave trades that went on for almost 400 years? Like, they talk about everything else, but they won't talk about that. You know why? Because that's why everything is happening right now. Right now. It's a couple things that Trump did yesterday. I listened to him, and I'ma just say that's a start. That's a start. You know, he did the main thing that he did yesterday that I seen is he put genders back the way they supposed. He took that hedge off. That hedge. I felt it when he did it. When he made that announcement and he switched everything back to being male and female. Woman and man and woman. I felt that as soon as he did that. I don't know about nobody else. People better wake up. That's all I got to say. And do your research on the Atlantic slave trades. See what the first Queen of Elizabeth did for this person, this piece of doo-doo that built that ship, the very first ship. He built the first one. People need to understand this. She gave this slave task, smuggler, whatever you want to call him. I forget his name. I'm going to do some more research. I know his name, I just can't remember it. The very first Queen of England endorsed him along with other, oligarchs. They all got together and furnished their money and gave him a lump sum of money, and he built a ship The first one. And then the other ones came after that. He built the very first one. Blueprint, everything. She gave him a coat of arms for that, by the way. For going to get them slaves. Bringing them from Africa to England, to the United States. And then they made them 13 colonies. See, they teach you in school about the 13 colonies, right? But they don't tell you how that shit came about and what it was really about. Oh, the 13 colonies. What? They had to divide them slave farms. Had to figure out how they was gonna maneuver. See, they don't teach you this in school. And, don't tell them that in school. It'll be an uproar. It'll be a riot. Yeah, I bet it would. That being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all marinate on this.